Hi guys, so I wanted to make a kind of introduction video to Vlogtober. I have a strong connection with the spirit world. I am very spiritual myself. I see spirits all the time, basically. It used to just be normal, you know, everyday activity, just catching somebody, you know, out of the corner of my eye, or I'd feel someone, or I'd hear someone. These days, however, I tend to only see spirit randomly, unless, you know, I ask or whatever. I only tend to see spirit as a warning that somebody is going to die. Usually it's an animal spirit, like my cat, that I see. And usually it's a warning that one of my animals are going to pass away, and it's usually one of my rats. Within a week, like it's given a week in advance. My whole family are very spiritual, and we all get the warnings. A while ago, a few months ago, my rat Charlie, God love him, he was amazing. He had a lump on his head, and it was very worrying, obviously. And the vet warned me that, you know, they'll open him up. If it's just, you know, like gunk, pus, that kind of thing, then they'll drain it and, you know, everything will be fine. But if, then they were going to tell me, like, while he was under anesthetic, because if it was a brain tumour, then I would be choosing to put him to sleep and not waking him back up after the anesthetic. So I was on pins the whole day, obviously, as you are, and I get a call from the vet, and she was like, "It's good news, all I can see is gunk, it's pus, it's just this, you know, this substance inside his head, inside the lump." I was like, "Brilliant, okay, drain it out and I'll come and collect my boy when he's ready." So then I called my mum, and I'm like, "Mum, like, it's all good, there's no tumour, there's no, you know, nothing to worry about, he's going to be completely fine, she's just going to take out the gunk." And all of a sudden, we both heard her birdcage getting hit. Now, this is going to sound really stupid, if you've never experienced anything like this, but it was completely random noise. There was absolutely no reason for it to bang itself, and the little budgie that used to live in that cage had died a few weeks before, and I knew what that sound was, and I was like, oh no. So I couldn't get this feeling out of my stomach. So we finished the conversation and I hung up. 10 minutes later, my vet called me, and she said, "I'm very sorry, so I have to tell you, but beneath the gunk, there was actually something there that I don't like the look of, and I think it's kind of to let him go." So it's that kind of thing where I'll be talking about something and something will happen at that particular moment, and I'm like, okay, fine, that's, you know, that's not good. Other things like that was my rat Louis. He was, they were all beautiful, but he wasn't very well. He was 2 weeks away from his 3rd birthday, and he wasn't doing very well. He was very restless and couldn't find a comfy spot, and that is sometimes what rats do when they're about to pass, but you know, from old age or something, you know. So he was trying to find somewhere to sleep, and he couldn't find a place where he felt comfortable. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, this doesn't look right. He's not acting right. And we had the TV on mute, and I was saying to my husband, you know, I don't think that he's doing very well. And it was a Friday night. It was, I mean, the vets were closed. We could have taken him to the emergency, but in all honesty, I don't particularly like taking them unless it's like a matter of life or death, because I prefer to treat my animals, well, not my animals, but my rats at home, because going to the vets really stresses them out a lot. So he paused, he muted the TV anyway, and I was saying, you know, I think we really have to, you know, have a word with him and tell him that if he needs to go, then, you know, he can go. So we were just talking about this, and I was like, just happened to look at the TV, and there was a paint advert, an advert that was advertising, you know, like Dulux paint. It wasn't necessarily Dulux, but it was a paint, a brand of paint. And I was just looking, and all of a sudden the screen just went black. And I looked, and I kept looking, and this white writing just appeared on the screen. My husband didn't see it, but I did. And it said, "You know when it's time." And I was like, okay. So I said to my husband, I told him what had happened, and he said, I didn't see anything. So I was like, okay, I think it's time for him. So I literally picked Louis up, and I held him in my arms, and my husband sat next to him, because we were mummy and daddy. And I had him in my arms, and Daddy had his hand on him, stroking him, and we told him, we love you. We're always going to love you. You're always going to be our baby. You're always welcome to, you know, stick around here, but if you need to go, then just let go and be where you need to be. You know, just want you to be happy and healthy and safe. And he took one last breath and gone. He went. It was crazy. And that's probably what you're thinking about me right now. But so many things like that has happened that it's undeniable for me anyway. I know everybody believes in something different. And yeah, it's a lot of the time, you know, some signs and communications, you know, it's what I want to see and what I want to hear. And a lot of the time, not for the omens, but even though I believe in all this, and I 100% believe in my experiences of premonitions, I am still very skeptical. I always try to find a logical explanation, and don't get me wrong, I get pulled into the hype of everything, but it's that one thing that I find it hard to believe that I can get that lucky to have such an amazing, you know, experience or communication. So I'm always looking for an explanation. But I have had so many experiences, you know, my entire life, that there's just no way that I don't, you know, there's no way I could never believe that there is something else out there. I just don't think that our human minds are capable of completely understanding what is out there. You know, I believe that everything's connected, that everyone is connected somehow, and when we pass away, we all become just part of the universe, part of something, like part of something bigger. Yeah. Okay, so I'll leave it there for now, and I will see you tomorrow for